What's good, y'all? Hey, man, it's your boy Cheese over here doing a solo video right now. Welcome to Light in the Bottle, LIB Media. Man, we're gonna dive straight into it. We're gonna be talking about these Lakers, man. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. What happened to the Lakers? What led to their downfall? Darvin Ham getting fired. Um, them firing the entire coaching staff. Just let me know what y'all boys and girls, what y'all think in the comments, and we'll get right into it. So, first round exit. We all saw it coming because last year they played against the Nuggets. The Nuggets brought the same team back. What do you expect when you don't make big roster moves in order to compete in the playoffs? You're going to get the result that you got. So, well, of course you don't know. Of course you don't know you're going to play the Nuggets. As the season's unfolding, but then you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared with your team. You got to be cohesive from the top down, from Genie Bus all the way down to the janitor. You got to be a cohesive unit. So, with that being said, was it right for them to fire Darvin Ham? I mean, he came in a rocky situation already, where it was because it was Russell Westbrook. It was it was all like, oh, Russ is not the same. How can LeBron and AD? How can they? AD wasn't healthy. Hasn't been healthy basically since uh, the bubble season. Um, it was more so of if it was just like, yeah, Darvin, we're blaming you for all of our shortcomings. When it was the players out there who had a 20-point lead, blew that. It was the players who had them within two, and they couldn't execute. Excuse me, but yeah, this it's not football. It's not like the coach. Like in football, you really have to set your players up to succeed. Because you run a play, you look at the defense, you study a defense, you study an offense, you get your players set up in the best positions on offense and on defense to combat what the other team is doing. But in basketball, it's a little different. Everything's faster paced. You don't stop after a whistle. You don't get 40 seconds to a minute to get your thoughts together. You don't you don't get that leeway. And basketball is not how it's more fast paced. It's more intense. It's more high speed. So the coaching, they can do a lot. They can call plays on the fly. They can combat offense just like in football. I understand that, but at the end of the day, it's the players, because in basketball, it's a game of runs. There's times where plays don't even get called. It's literally a player outwilling a player. So you mean to tell me that arguably the best player in the world, and LeBron James, and then you got AD. Yeah, they do great. They putting up 30. They're putting up near triple doubles, double doubles. They're getting it done on both ends of the floor. But then it's like the rest of the players, the Austin Reeves, uh, Gabe Vincent, um, Rory Hachimura, you're non-existent. So, and you match up bad, and from the jump you already match up bad. It's just like you got outplayed. Yeah, you also got outcoached, but you mostly got outplayed. So I don't think it was fair that they fired him like that, because he already came in a rocky situation. And then if you look at their previous years, okay, you got Frank Vogel. They won the bubble championship. I don't care what nobody says. It's a championship. You still go in. You finish what you can of a season. You go in and you play. Even if you play without the fans, that's pure basketball. It's like how we play. Go play pickup. Go play in the rec league. There's no fans out there. It's just people who love the game who want to go play. You still get paid. They still get paid millions of dollars to go out there and go play. So that's no excuse. Above the bubble championship is a real championship. Um, But you got Frank Vogel coming in first year. He wins. Then it gets rocky. Then he gets fired. Then you got Darvin comes in with drama. They make it to the Western Conference Finals last year, but then they lose to the champion, the eventual champion. They come in this year, they lose to the reigning champion. I know they didn't want that matchup. They wanted to be the 7th seed instead of the 8th seed, and that really messed them up. Because getting down to the scratch, because teams really need teams to knock other teams out so they can match up better when you get down to the semifinals. No, you get to the semis, the Western Conference Finals, and then you get to the eventual NBA Finals. You need other teams to help you knock off other teams so you get the better matchup. But I say all of that to say this, and I know it's not supposed to be about Anthony Edwards, but like right now, you can clearly see over their win, it was like 106-99 the other night. You got Anthony Edwards, who scored 43, leading his team over the hump. But then you also got the role players, Rudy Gobert. You got Mike Conley. You got and you got the others, how Shaq and Charles like to say, you got the others out there scoring 10, 15, 11, 9, out there getting steals, getting rebounds, boxing out. And it's like Anthony Edwards scoring 30 in the first 3 quarters and then turn around scoring 13 in the fourth. It's like they're outplaying the Nuggets. They're outplaying them. Something that the Lakers couldn't do. They're outplaying them. And that's what's going to make all the difference in this series. Because I honestly got them winning. The Timberwolves winning 4-2. Because of course they're going to come out with adjustments. I mean, it's the reigning champions. You can never count the champions out. But then, like, the way how Anthony Edwards and his team played against them, it's like, oh my God, like this is a star. This is a superstar right here. We're looking at his superstar moment, and it's just like there's been times where you see no plays being called. You don't see no signals, no from the coach, nothing. They just go out there. They're just playing. They're playing free. Well, I guess maybe that's the difference between playing in LA and playing in Minnesota. But then let's get back to this coaching carousel that the Lakers got right now. So I was doing a little bit of research on some of the candidates. Well, before we go into that, we're going to say, well, since we're on Lakers news, so just rest in peace to Darius Morris. He was 33 years old. He was a former point guard for the Lakers. He was drafted in the 2011 draft. All those years ago. Just want to say condolences to the family. I hope you find solace in the type of person that he was, being a basketball player, a son, a cousin, an uncle, a friend. I just wanted to say that right fast before we got into the carousel. But we're going to dive into that. So we're going to get to some potential candidates. So I got 6. So you got former Milwaukee Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer, the Denver Nuggets assistant coach Dave Alderman. You got Golden State Warriors assistant Kenny Atkinson. And you got JJ Redick, Ty Lue, and then the Boston Celtics assistant coach, Charles Lee. So when you look at David, I mean, it makes sense. He was on a championship winning team. He was the acting head coach last year for the Nuggets when Malone couldn't play. Oh, I'm sorry. He couldn't coach that game because he was sick. And it showed that he has potential to lead a team. And that game that he coached, it was also a victory. So then you got Kenny Atkinson. Now, Kenny Atkinson was one of the premier head coaches because he coached the Brooklyn Nets, and that's when he led them to multiple winning seasons. And then and that was the team where he had Spencer Dinwiddie, D'Angelo Russell, and I forget, there's one more. He had a big three. Well, they call it it was like a mini three. Well, he had a big three, his own, and he was great until Durant and Kyrie, they all did what they did, and they made all those adjustments, all those moves, and then he was gone. And then we got Mike Budenholzer, NBA winning, NBA world title, world championship coach. I believe he got fired from the Bucks for a bad reason, terrible reason. I mean, he was going through so much last year. He had a family member pass away. Many would say that he wasn't focused, and then that's probably correct. He's a human. He's the coach for Atlanta, the head coach for Atlanta right now. But I believe if you put him in position with LeBron, he could probably get a lot done. Then you got Ty Lue. So it's always rumors swirling around Ty Lue. He's always like the number one candidate, no matter what happens. If he's in his final year, if he's under contract, like he's always, hey, Ty Lue could leave, and then Ty Lue could come over. You got Charles Lee from the Boston Celtics. Well, he was on Mike Budenholzer's staff in Atlanta the first run, and also in Milwaukee. So he has some pedigree. He has some know-how. He has some gumption. So then, the most interesting one is JJ Redick. So when the experiment happened in Brooklyn with Jason Kidd, and it didn't work out, and he moved to the Mavs. Now we see this explosion because he's a Hall of Fame player. He's a point guard. He knows he can coach Luka. And look at what's happening. Luka is a star, superstar. You got Kyrie down there doing his thing. He brought his veteran wisdom and experience, and then they're on a rise. JJ Redick and LeBron, they have a podcast together. They click. They bounce ideas off the wall. It's like lightning in a bottle, like literally. If you guys haven't seen that podcast, you got to go check it out. JJ has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. He's a player. He used to be a player. He could become a player's coach. He gets to the point. So out of those 6 candidates, y'all get that in the comments, and y'all tell us which coach out of the 6 could be the best fit for the Lakers. And then again, you got JJ Redick, Mike Budenholzer, Kenny Atkinson, don't want to get anybody else's names. Don't want to get names wrong. You got Charles Lee, Tyronn Lue, and David Alderman. But who knows? But we're going to get back to the playoffs. Get Anthony Edwards. He's going on a tear. Then hopefully we get to see this. There's Magic and Cavs games, Game 7. Nobody's really been talking about this game, but hey, I guess it has been an amazing series so far. I'm going to go tune in because as of now, it's Sunday, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. But go check that out. And if y'all get us, man, if y'all want us to talk about something specifically, y'all get at us in the comments. Just want to let you know we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for everything y'all done for us so far. Every comment, every subscriber, every like. If y'all just keep rocking with us, baby, we get some big things going in the future. All right, man. She's LIB Media, and we out.